Jai Jinendra will talk about the third characteristic of the soul, which is straightforwardness. Straightforwardness is the nature of the soul. Okay, meaning the soul by its nature is straightforward. And when we have that faith, when we believe in it, when we recognize our own self and we stay within, then we can bring out this quality. Stay within meaning we have oneness with our own soul and we think that this is me. At that time, this quality will be brought out. The quality comes out. Which quality? Straightforwardness. All the quality works that way. Okay, when we establish oneness with our own self, at that time this quality will blossom, will come out, and it will get to the fullest. So it's our own nature. We don't need to go anywhere else to get it. And that is what called dharma. When we have all these qualities brought out, they blossom fully. That is dharma. Dharma meaning nature of the substance. So what is the nature of the fire? The warmth, right? Fire is always hot, and it's hot in the past. It was hot in the past. It is hot in now, and it will be hot in the future. Meaning the dharma, meaning the nature of the substance, always stays intact. It does not change, right? Intact meaning you don't lose it. So similarly, all these qualities are our dharma of the soul, and we will never lose it. We always will have it within. Only thing is, when we ignore our own self, we don't know about our own self, then we don't recognize them and it doesn't come out. Okay, but that does not mean that we don't have it. It is there. We just have to recognize it and bring it out. And so during this Das Lakshan Dharma, our main purpose should be that we want to recognize our own qualities and we want to bring them out. And that will definitely happen if we concentrate on that. Now, when we don't do it, okay, up till now, if we have not done it. So what happens? Then we become deceitful. That's the opposite of the straightforwardness, right? And a person will be deceitful when to serve his own purpose. Whenever we want to serve our own purpose and we want the things to be our like our own wish, then we become deceitful. Okay, and we will use all the crookedness that can make our purpose served. Okay, and in during that process, we won't think about others, whether others will get hurt or others will have bad consequences. We don't care about it. We just care about our own self, meaning our own desires, and then we use all the crookedness to serve our own purpose. That is called mayachari. Okay, this mayachari occurs within us when we don't recognize our own nature, which is straightforwardness. When the person is mayachari means crooked, then that person's behavior will be totally different behavior. Okay, they will think something else, they will say something different, and they will act something differently, right? Totally different. It's not like whatever, you cannot trust them. Whatever they are telling you, there's something different going in their mind. Okay, and they are saying differently, and then they are acting differently, they are behaving differently. That's why when people know about them, they don't trust them. Those who are mayachari or crooked, those people are not trusted by anybody, because people can make out that this person is such and such, right? Even the family won't trust them. So being mayachari hurts us in all the way, meaning like in our day-to-day life and in our future lives also. Because when we do that, we will accumulate a lot of bad karmas, and then we'll have to face the consequences. What they want to do, when the mayachar happens, meaning when we become mayachari or when we become crooked people, what happens is that we will do anything to make to fulfill our desires, to make the changes according to our wishes, and then we will have we will bind a lot of bad karmas. It's called Tivra Pap, and then we will go in the bad gati. Bad gati meaning Tiryanch gati or Narak gati. Okay, those kind of bondage will do. Bondage of Narak gati and Tiryanch gati. So that happens when we lose the straightforwardness. Right now, if we become straightforward, if we understand that this is my nature and I will be straightforward, then we will not be crooked, meaning we won't have deceit, we won't cheat people. Okay, we will be very straightforward in our behavior. Hmm? And those people will know that this person is straightforward. Okay, then they will trust you, they trust you more, and then they will have faith in you. And when they have faith in you, then those people will admire you. So in our day-to-day life also, you will get that respect when you are being straightforward. When one recognizes its own soul, when one realizes its own self, one's own self, then they recognize these qualities. They can feel these qualities which are in them, which are within, and they behave accordingly. When they behave accordingly, they will have better life. They will be uplifting their own self, meaning the impure. They are getting rid of impurities, right? They are ignoring those bad things in them, and they are totally want to get rid of it. So that can be done when after you attain Samyak Darshan, when you have self-realization, and you will know that what you are and what qualities you have, then one can purify. That is what we call purification. We can purify our own self, and we will be able to walk on the path of moksha. We'll be able to walk on the path of moksha, meaning we will attain Samyak Darshan, and then we will proceed on the path of moksha into all these other gunasthan and attain Keval Gyan, attain moksha. Right? So that is the reason why it's very important during these 10 days that we stay close to our own soul. We try to recognize our own self. We try to recognize our own quality, and then that way we uplift our soul. We uplift our own self, and we all can do that because every soul has the same qualities. Every soul has the same capabilities, right? It's just that we have ignored it so far, and that's why it hasn't come out, but we can do it. So always try to recognize our own self and be straightforward in all the dealings. Okay, that will give you peace of mind. You won't have that anxiety that what if I'm being caught, what if everybody knows what I have done, what because those things will happen. People will eventually know that you have cheated them, or people will sometimes they say, sometimes they won't even say, but they will know it, right? And then you will lose your respect. You will have a miserable life, right? Meaning you won't have that nice social life also. You won't be at peace. You'll always be anxious, and that will make you miserable, right? So being crooked or deceitful, it's not a good thing. So never ever think about cheating anybody or hurting them through your deceit. Okay, so always keep that in mind and try to remember that this straightforwardness, which is Uttam Arjav, Uttam meaning straightforwardness with Samyak Darshan. Okay, that's our nature, and we will, if we follow it, even when we don't have Samyak Darshan, say for instance right now, then also we can try to be straightforward as much as we can. Okay, dealing with our family, dealing with our peers, and anybody around us, just try to be straightforward, and people will respect you. People will know that you have that quality, right? And they admire you. So the third quality of our own self is straightforwardness. So always remember that and think about it, that how you can bring it out. Now, learning about the soul, the nature of the soul, the basics in Jainism is very important to understand all this. Okay, so I'm just hoping that you all are learning it in whichever source you have, but just learn about it and make sure that your basics are strong, that you totally, completely understand the basics of Jainism. Okay, that's very important. Next, we will talk about the fourth one, which is Uttam Shauch. Thank you. Jai Jinendra.